Right, so I had an interesting time on Sunday night. I only went out for a couple of hours. We spent the day decorating, and the partner went off out, and I thought I'd go out and do a couple of hours. But an hour of that was spent on one job. And I set up an Uber Teen account for a customer. So I got a job picking up from a local industrial estate. It was a young girl when I got there, 12, 13, something like that. And she'd waited 40 minutes, mainly because I think her mother had programmed in the Uber app wrong to pick her up. She had both pick up and drop off at the same location, and the fare was only coming in at £3.50. I just dropped off down at the Tiny Rebel Brewery, less than a minute away, so I jumped on the job and went round to pick her up. She'd been waiting 40 minutes. And when I got there, she said, "Can you speak to my mum? Because she's got the address wrong, I think." So I spoke to her, and she actually lived in Cardiff. Now, when her mother programmed in the Uber app, she got the pickup right, and then she got the pickup at the same place, which was £3.50. So I don't use the Uber passenger app. When I go out, or when we go out, I use a local cab company, or I use black cabs. I don't use Uber. I want drivers to get a fair crack at the whip and a fair percentage of the fare, so I don't use Uber or Bolt. I just use local companies and black cabs. So I didn't know how to use it. I was FaceTiming her, trying to figure out how to get the address drop-off changed back to where she lived in Cardiff. Couldn't do it. Blind leading the blind. So eventually I cancelled the job. The girl downloaded the Uber app, got the credit card details off her mother, tried to book me, but she couldn't book me because it was saying 4 minutes away in Lee's car, even though I wasn't right next to her. And she didn't want to wait around anymore. She wanted to go with me. So we tried to sort of figure it all out. We couldn't get it going, so basically just cancelled. She didn't book that second car. And we did it through Taxi Caller. Being an operator, I can do that. But when I got over and dropped her off, I sort of worked through the family and teen account and set up a teen account for her. But I didn't realise you could have 10 people on the family and friends and teen account. So you can have 10 people all on one account using one credit card. Got me thinking, that must be really good for local businesses and small businesses like trade plate drivers who can have a central account and just use that. Interesting to see how that develops.